And if you haven't tried Rev,
Alright everybody, we are back here with the Rev 1. We're going to get right to it. For those of you all who've been following the channel, you've seen the journey of the Rev 1. You've seen how the chain came out too short, it stripped the rear freewheel, and so the pedal assist and the pedals stopped working at one point, but the bike still worked, the throttle still worked. That's the advantage of a rear hub motor, is that the rear hub is still going to spin whether your chain is functional or not. So we still made a lot of videos, we still did a lot of content after the fact, but there has been a development. Shortly after the last Rev 1 video that you all probably saw from last week, the stripping of the rear hub got even worse. This is pretty crazy. If you can see this all the way around here, this hub actually detached from the rear hub motor, the wheel in the motor. It's some pretty crazy stuff, YouTube. I'm going to show you in a second here. So the first thing I'm going to show you is that without load, the wheel will still spin. It's very strange. And under load, the wheel will not spin at all. So let me show you right now how the wheel spins. We're going to get it off the kickstand here. So you see, it'll spin just fine, not under load. We're going to torque it out all the way. It's fine. We are fully torqued out. So you can see, for whatever reason here, and please keep in mind, if anybody knows what would cause this, please let me know in the comments below how this freewheel would go from stripping to just completely detaching from the hub motor. It's one of the craziest things I've seen. So now, this is going to be a little bit harder of a thing for me to show here. Let me turn this turn signal off. Sorry everybody. So what I'm going to do now is, I guess the easiest way to do this is to show you the display. And just keep in mind, you can see that I am indoors, everybody. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get on the bike. I'm going to put it under load. I weigh 210 pounds, everybody. I am going to hammer this throttle, and for those of you all who have seen me ride the Rev 1, or who have a Rev 1 of your own, you know how torquey this bike is, and you know that you would never do this or attempt this indoors if this bike was working properly the way that it should be. So here we go, watch this. As you can see, it's like a kind of a forward tug, but this is nowhere near what's supposed to be going on. Under load, the bike doesn't want to go. Of course, there's a kitty trying to get run over. But check it out one more time. Nothing. Look at that. Look at that. There you go. That shows full voltage there. But I can just stop it with my feet. See that? So, that is the development of the Rev 1, everybody. We're going to take one more look at what I'm talking about here. If you can't, just in case you're joining the video late or you haven't seen before, this rear free hub is completely not just stripped, but it has detached from the actual hub of the wheel all the way around, 360 degrees around. You have to just believe me on this one that it is detached all the way around. It's pretty crazy. I've never seen anything like it. Once again, if anybody knows why something like this would happen, please let me know. But to get back into it, we have a 5,000 watt motor coming to replace this rear hub motor. And that is why this isn't as big as a deal as it should be. Because obviously, with this being a problem, that would be a huge concern. The bike doesn't function, the bike can't ride. But for those of you following the channel once again, and for those newly following the channel or newly watching this first content, it has been the plan all along to convert this bike to a 72 volt monster. And that is still the plan, and the first part of that is going to be happening. We are ordering that 5,000 watt rear hub motor. It's already in the works. It's on the way. As soon as that comes, we're going to show you what it looks like. And then we're going to start breaking this thing down. We're going to start breaking it apart, and we're going to go ahead and start the construction of this beast. We're gonna still have a 52 volt motor here. So I'm sorry, this 52 volt battery. This thing right here is going to be powering the headlights, the display, the turn signals. The 72 volt battery will only be powering that 5,000 watt motor. So that rear hub motor is going to come, it's going to come with a controller. It's going to come with a new display. We're going to have to figure out a way to use both displays without, if we're not going to do a DC conversion. So we've got more content on the way, everybody, but I just wanted to show you the development of the Rev 1. I wanted to show you what's going on with it, because this is the journey, and I told you, good, bad, ugly, whatever it is, I'm not going to hide it from you. I'm going to show you what has gone on and what's happened with this bike. But I'm also going to show you what's going to happen with this bike. And it's going to be a beautiful thing when you see this 72 volt conversion. So, yeah. The only other thing coming is we're going to be shopping for new tires. We're going to put some motorcycle tires on this bad boy. As much as I love these CST moped style tires, they're still only slightly thicker than e-bike tires. Like, you can look at the Be Cool bike over here and look at those tires. Those tires are so thin that when they're deflated, they fold and crumble like paper. This is only a step up from that. They won't crumble like paper, but you can step on them and fold them flat. So they're not the quality that you want to handle the speeds that we're going to have at 72 volts. So we're going to replace these tires first thing. As soon as we find those tires, we're going to go ahead and show you the tires we're going to put on there. We're going to put them on there for the channel. And then the next important thing, probably the first important thing to do, is the brake upgrade. Now, what makes it tricky for the e-bikes is that these e-bike brakes are very, very fickle. So I was thinking about going from 180 millimeter brake rotors to 203s, but after seeing some content online about the struggles of trying to convert these brake rotors bigger, I've seen that there's actually more of an advantage of just replacing the pads. So that's what I'm going to start with first. I'm just going to put some badass brake pads on this thing, and hopefully that'll give me the stopping power that I need. We're going to put the motorcycle tires that can handle the speeds, give us the traction. We'll lose a little bit of range, but with the power of that 72 volt battery, it'll be able to handle it. It's going to be 72 volts, 35 amp hours. Powerful lithium, great cells. So I'm looking forward to this build. Looking forward to doing this journey and showing all of you all here. But here it is. Here we are, out with the old and with the new. Thank you, everybody. Love you. We're going to keep you posted as soon as that new rear hub model comes in. You'll be the first to see it. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that bell, because as soon as the next steps of this build come on, you'll be the first to know. Thank you for watching Manny Reed TV. Thank you very much. Until next time.